Mga igala, kumusta na napunta na itong tulumanon panglantaw sa kagabion. Medyo na langan na punta no. Sugod ani ato ang program matagabi tungod kay gikan pagitawon ko sa Pagadian City. Ulan-ulan din ngit-ngit no. Nga to ang aircon sa atong sakyanan medyo nadaot nga may mag-ulan magpaging sa ako ang sa amin. So hinay ato ang dagan yung aircon na yun. Guba mo kung aircon. Pero sige lang. Ato tinggal lang ano. Atong sa dili pa nato sugdan nato ang kabildo mga igsoon. Ato pang atong i-shout out ato ang mga likers. No, si Sheila Maris ato Pastora Sheila Maris Haranilla matigangay. May kabiin ninyo diya Pastora uban ni Pastor Yung Munyon matigangay Junior diha sa Sayog Christian Fellowship. Ito pong gi-shout out si Alma or Ilmi Lunhas itong kauban grade 3 teacher diha sa Kalubi Integrated School. So daghang kayong salamat sa inyong support nga medyo malipayon tagi yung mga igsoon kay malipayon lang. Ana maguna sila kung si God kauban kanimo sa matag adlaw sa imong pagpuyo ining kalibutan, malipayon gyud ka. Noon na may usahay mga problema na moabot sa atong kinabuhi, dili kalikayan mga igsoon. Pero kung naa si Kristo sa imong kasing-kasing, malipayon gyud ka kanunay, di ba? Mga igsoon, welcome to another evening of panglantaw sa kagabion. Tonight, we wrestle with a very uncomfortable truth that expecting politicians to fight corruption is in reality nonsense. It sounds harsh, but let us dig into history, law, ug ang pulong sa Ginoo aron masabtan gyud nato nganong nonsense kini nga expectation. Politics as its core is about power. From the barangay level to the presidency, politics is not primarily about service. Though politicians love to frame it that way, politics is about securing, maintaining, and expanding power. Og diha nagsugod ang problema. When power becomes the goal, service becomes a tool. Promises become performance, and anti-corruption slogans become weapons, not against corruption, but against political enemies. Think back. Balikan nato mga igsoon. Ferdinand Marcos Sr. declared martial law, justifying it with the promise of discipline and order. Yet it became a season of cronyism and plunder. Cory Aquino came with the battle cry of restoring democracy. Yet corruption scandals under her cabinet bloomed. Ramos promised deregulation and globalization, but contracts tainted with anomalies continued. Estrada ran under the image of Iraq para sa mahirap, yet was convicted of plunder. Arroyo spoke of strong republic, but her administration was plagued with the Hilogarci and the NBN ZTE scandal. Aquino III waved the banner of Daang Matuwid, yet was convicted of plunder. His DAP, not plunder, si Irap tong convicted of plunder. His DAP and PDAP controversy slipped crack on his moral armor. That is Aquino III. Duterte ruled on kill corruption, but formally and DOH fund scandals contradicted the rhetoric. And now Marcos Jr., promising unity, faces the impossible task of cleaning a system too rotten to fix overnight. So here we stand. Corruption is not just an event. It is the bloodstream of our politics. Mauna nonsense kung maghulat ta nga ang mga politiko maoy muhunong niini. Let us examine the law. In 1987 Constitution Article 11 Section 1 says, public office is a public trust. Public officers and employees must at all times be accountable to the people. Serve them with utmost responsibility, integrity, loyalty, and efficiency. Act with patriotism and justice, and lead modest lives. I repeat, live modest lives. These are beautiful words, mga igsoon. But look at reality. How many of our politicians live modest lives? How many act with integrity? Instead, many flaunt luxury cars, mansions, and unexplained wealth. Yes, these are mechanisms. Ombudsman to investigate and prosecute. Sandigang Bayan to try corruption cases. COA, Commission on Audit, to examine accounts. But the weak link is enforcement. Dili man na sila totally independent. Pressure from Malacanang, from Congress, from political clans, mauna magpabilin nga selective ang hustisya. Ug mao kini ang kamatuoran. The law may be strong in writing, but weak in implementation. Let us move to the Word of God. Romans chapter 3 verse 10 says, there is none righteous, no, not one. Romans chapter 3 verse 23, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 8 warns, if you see the oppression of the poor and the violent perversion of justice in a province, do not marvel at the matter, for high official watches over high officials, and higher officials are over them. These verses reveal the root of corruption, the human heart. ug mao kini kung sala ug pagkadautan naa sa kasing-kasing sa tao. Nganong magdahom ta nga ang mga politiko makig-away batok sa ilang kaugalingong sala. Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 9 puts it in blunt terms. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? That is why I say expecting politicians to fight corruption is nonsense. They may fight it in words, but in reality, they cannot uproot it because they themselves are infected by it. Look at today's rallies. Die-hard Duterte supporters or DDS shouting about betrayal, about corruption, about the Marcos administration. But let's be honest, when they were in power, corruption thrived under their watch. Billions lost in pandemic funds. Questionable contract signed. Political protection is given to favored allies. Drama ragyod ni mga igsoon. It is hypocrisy at its peak. They shout against corruption when out of power, but embraced it when in power. On the other hand, the Marcos administration stands on defense. President Bongbong Marcos Jr. may not be perfect, but as long as he is the constitutional president, Article 7, Section 1 of the Constitution grants him executive power. No rally can remove him unless through legal processes like impeachment. Ug mao kini ang kinahanglan nga masabtan. Corruption will not be solved by rally versus rally, nor by DDS versus BBM. It is systemic, not episodic. So if expecting politicians to fight corruption is nonsense, what then is our hope? Number one, real change begins when voters refuse to sell their votes, when communities demand transparency, when citizens report anomalies. Dili maghulat sa politiko, kita mismo ang mahimong tigbantay. Number two, institutions. The independence of the judiciary, the ombudsman and COA must be strengthened. Congress must stop being a protector of corruption and become a check against it. Number three, faith and moral transformation. No law can change a corrupt heart. No constitution can purify a greedy spirit. Only God's grace can. Ezekiel chapter 36 verse 26 promises, I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. I will remove from your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh. Ug mo kini mga igsoon, kung gusto ta og tinuod nga kausaban, dili lang politika. Kinahanglan moral, espirituhanon ug pangkatawhan nga kalihukan. So let me repeat tonight's central truth. Expecting politicians to fight corruption is nonsense. History shows it. The law acknowledges it but fails to cure it. The Bible explains it because the heart is wicked. The present political drama proves it. Rallies are just theater. But expecting people to rise up in vigilance, expecting institutions to stand firm, and expecting God to change the human heart, that is not nonsense. That is the only real hope for this nation. So, paliton ganitas politiko, mga igsoon. That's red flag. Ako, butar man ko, walay nagbayad nako. Red flag. Gani ubang politiko, tag 10,000 ang ihatag. Red flag kung saan to niya pagbawi. Mga igsoon, let us not be deceived by slogans and rallies. Let us instead cling to truth. Fight corruption in our small ways and pray for a genuine transformation of the Filipino heart. Og mao kini ang atong panglantaw sa kagabion. Diin ang kahayag nagadan-ang pisan pa sa kami. Kini inyong higala, igsoon o galaga, Jeremias Labaho Tubigon, sa makausapam mo nga sa atong pagpangandoy ug matarong nga katilingban. Ang kamatuoran gayud ang atong suga ug sa kangit-ngit sa kasaysayan ang tinud-anay nga pamunuan, ang labing hayag nga paglaom. Daghang kayong salamat sa inyong pagtanaw ug pagpaminaw, ug ang Dios magapanalangin ug magapanalangin kanatong tanan. Maayong gabi.